Hey there, my beloved child. I want you to take a deep breath with me right now. Just inhale slowly, and as you breathe out, imagine all the heaviness you've been carrying, the shame, the guilt, the things you think you're not worthy of. I want you to picture that weight just melting away. You see, I'm here with you, always, holding you close. And there's one thing I want you to know deep down in your heart. My love for you is unconditional. No matter what you've done, no matter what you feel inside, my love never ever stops. It's steady, it's endless. It's just waiting for you to let it in. Can you feel that? Maybe it's a little warmth in your chest or a soft whisper in your mind telling you it's okay to let go of that shame. That shame that says you're not good enough or that you have to hide parts of yourself. I'm telling you now, you don't have to carry that. Not with me. I want you to let my unconditional love wash away all your shame. Imagine it like a gentle rain, soft and steady, cleansing every corner of your soul. You don't have to scrub or work for it. Just stand there and let it flow over you. How does that feel? Does it surprise you that love could be so patient with all the things you think you've done wrong? I know sometimes it's hard to believe that love can be so forgiving. Sometimes the voice inside your head is so loud, telling you messed up too much, that you're too broken to be loved. But I'm here to tell you, that voice is wrong. That voice doesn't see the truth the way I do. I see your heart. I see your struggle, your hopes, your dreams, and yes, even your mistake. But none of those mistakes make you less lovable. In fact, they're part of what makes you beautifully human, and I love every single part of you. So why not take a moment right now and think about one thing you've been holding on to? One thing you feel ashamed of. Got it? Good. Now, imagine handing that over to me. What would it feel like to trust me with that? If you're feeling a little lighter right now, maybe you could show some love by hitting that like button below. It's a small thing, but it helps remind you and others that this message of unconditional love is something worth sharing. And just so you know, I'm right here cheering you on. Every time you choose to believe in love over shame, you're making a powerful choice toward healing. And you're not alone in this journey. I'm with you every step of the way. So, what's one way you think you could let my love in a bit more today? Feel free to drop a comment below and tell me. I'd love to hear from you. Let's talk about shame for a moment. Shame is tricky because it likes to sneak in quietly, like a shadow in the corner of your mind. It tells you lies like you're not worthy or you're broken beyond repair. But here's the truth. Shame thrives in secrecy. It grows when you hide it and shrinks when you bring it into the light of my love. So, what's something you've been hiding? What's one secret shame that you think makes you unlovable? Don't worry, you're safe here with me. In fact, sharing that, even if it's just in your heart right now, is the first step toward letting my love wash that shame away. You might wonder, but how can love be unconditional? Isn't love supposed to be earned? That's a good question. The love I have for you isn't like the love you might have experienced from others, which can sometimes come with strings attached. My love doesn't depend on what you do or don't do. It's not a reward or a punishment. It just is. Like the sun that shines on everyone, even when clouds try to hide it. My love is always there, shining on you, no matter what. So why not let yourself bask in that warmth? What's one way you could remind yourself daily that you are deeply loved, no matter what? Sometimes, you might feel like you need to prove yourself to me, like you have to be perfect to deserve my love. But perfection isn't the point. I love you exactly as you are. Flaws, mistakes, and all. Imagine how freeing it is to know that you don't have to fix yourself before you can be loved. You are already loved. So, what if today you decided to stop trying so hard to earn love and just accept it? How different would your day feel if you carried that love with you like a shield against shame? I'm curious, have you ever felt this kind of unconditional love before? Maybe from someone in your life, or even from me. If you have, how did it change the way you see yourself? And if you haven't, that's okay too. This is your invitation to experience it right now. You can come back to this message anytime. You need a reminder that you are unconditionally loved. And hey, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can stay connected with these reminders. I want to keep sharing this love with you, day after day, moment after moment. Let's think about the times you felt unworthy or ashamed. Maybe you replay moments in your mind where you wished you'd done things differently. I want you to know that those moments don't define you. They are just small parts of your story, not the whole book. Imagine if you could close that chapter of shame and open a new one filled with love and acceptance. What would that new chapter look like? What would you write in it about yourself? Feel free to share your thoughts below. I'm listening. You might be wondering, how do I start letting go of shame? It can feel overwhelming to face those feelings, especially if they've been with you for a long time. But here's a simple way to begin. Start by talking to me, just like you're doing now, speaking openly, honestly, and without fear. Tell me what's on your heart. You don't have to have all the answers. Just be real. I'm always here too. Listen. And every time you do this, you're inviting my love to heal those places that hurt. Now. Think about this. What if shame is really just a sign that you need more love? Not from others, but from me. Because love is the greatest healer. When you allow my love to fill those broken places inside you, shame loses its grip. It can't survive in the presence of love. So what's one thing you can do today to remind yourself of this truth? Maybe it's saying a simple phrase like, I am loved, or writing it down somewhere you'll see it often. If you want, share your ideas with me in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're choosing to let my love in. And hey, if this message is resonating with you, why not hit that like button now? It's a small way to affirm that you're ready to let love wash away the shame. It also helps others find this message when they need it most. You're part of a bigger family here, all learning to live in love and grace. So, thank you for being here and for opening your heart. Let's keep this going. You're doing so well just by listening and being open. Remember, love is patient and gentle, just like I am with you. There's no rush, no pressure. You can take your time. Even the smallest step toward accepting my love is a giant leap toward freedom from shame. So, what's your next small step? Maybe it's taking a few minutes to breathe and repeat, I am loved unconditionally. Try it now, if you want, and if you feel like it, leave a comment sharing how it felt to say those words. I want to remind you, no matter what you've done, no matter what you think about yourself, I love you. Always have, always will. So, let my unconditional love wash away all your shame. Let it soak into every part of you that feels hurt or unworthy. You are precious to me. You always have been, you always will be. And this is just the beginning of a beautiful journey together. When you're ready, we'll keep going. Just know I'm here, loving you more than you can imagine, and nothing can change that. And here's something else I want you to know. You don't have to carry your burdens alone. Sometimes, shame feels like a heavy backpack you've been lugging around for years. And it's okay to set it down. You might think, but if I put it down, won't it come back? Won't it still be there? Maybe, but when you stop carrying it, you give yourself space to breathe, to heal, to grow. Imagine how your shoulders would feel without that weight pressing down. I want you to picture that right now. Maybe close your eyes for a moment and feel your shoulders relaxing, your chest opening up, your heart breathing more freely. That's the power of letting love in. It lightens your load. And as you journey on, remember that the beauty of your story lies not just in the grand chapters, but in the quiet, unassuming moments. The pauses between breath, the gentle hum of a morning breeze, the soft glow of twilight settling over the day. These are the spaces where your soul whispers truths that can sometimes get lost in the rush of living. So, give yourself permission to slow down, to savor the ordinary, and to listen deeply to the stillness within. There will be days when your heart feels heavy, weighed down by worries or regrets, and that is perfectly human. Don't rush to fix or push those feelings away. Instead, invite them in like an old friend who needs to be heard. Sit with your sadness, your frustration, or your fear, and acknowledge them without judgment. When you honor your emotions in this way, you create a sacred space for healing and transformation. You teach yourself that all parts of you are worthy of love, even the parts that ache or stumble sometime. Healing takes the form of gentle self-compassion, a soft word to yourself when you feel discouraged, a warm cup of tea held with tender care, a moment spent gazing at the stars and marveling at the vastness that connects us all. These small acts of kindness toward yourself are powerful. They remind you that you are deserving of patience and grace just as much as anyone else. And remember, your journey is not meant to be walked in isolation. Reach out when your spirit feels weary or your path unclear. There is strength in vulnerability, and in sharing your truth, you invite others to share theirs. Community is a sacred gift, a woven tapestry of hearts, supporting and uplifting one another. Whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, or even a stranger who offers a smile. These connections are reminders that love is always within reach. you might find it helpful to think of your challenges as teachers disguised in different form. Each difficulty, each setback carries a lesson meant to guide you closer to your authentic self. Sometimes these lessons are gentle nudges. Other times, they may feel like firm pushes. Trust that no experience is wasted, even when you can't see the purpose right away. The seeds of understanding are planted, ready to bloom when the time is right. And oh, how important it is to celebrate your resilience. The way you keep moving forward, even when the path is steep. The way you find light when shadows gather. The way your heart opens again and again despite past hurt. This resilience is a quiet miracle, a testament to the strength that lives within you. It's the same strength that has carried countless souls before you and will carry countless after. You are part of a great chain of love and courage that spans generations. In the midst of all this, don't forget to nurture your joy. Joy is not frivolous or fleeting. It is a vital part of your spirit's nourishment. Seek out what makes you smile, what makes your heart sing, even if it's something small. Maybe it's a favorite song, a walk in nature, a creative project, or a moment spent with a beloved pet. These sparks of joy are like little rays of sunshine that can brighten even the darkest days. Let them remind you that life holds beauty and delight alongside its challenges. If you feel moved, I invite you to share in the comments one simple thing that has brought you a moment of joy recently. Your story, your light, may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. There is profound healing in community and in knowing we are not alone in our experiences. As you continue to unfold, keep in mind that your worth is not tied to your productivity, your achievement, or the approval of others. You are inherently valuable simply because you exist. This truth is unchanging and unconditional. When you rest in this knowing, you create a foundation of peace that nothing external can shake. And as you move forward, carry with you the awareness that your presence in this world matters. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, they ripple outward in ways you may never fully see. A kind word spoken, a smile shared, a moment of patience extended. These are the threads that weave a more compassionate, loving world. You are part of this beautiful tapestry, and your unique light makes it richer and more vibrant. Sometimes, it's helpful to take a moment to reconnect with your breath. Breathe in slowly, filling your lungs with fresh air, and breathe out any tension or worry. Feel your body grounded in this present moment. This simple act anchors you in peace and reminds you that you carry within you a wellspring of calm. No matter the storms outside, and when you find yourself doubting your path, remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward becoming more fully yourself. There is no right way to live your journey, only your way. Trust the unfolding, trust your intuition, and trust that you are guided by a love greater than any fear or uncertainty. In times when you feel overwhelmed by the noise of the world, seek out silence. In those quiet moments, you may hear the gentle voice of your heart speaking softly, reminding you of who you are and what you truly need. Lean into that voice. Let it be your compass, your gentle guide. And know this, my beloved. The path you walk is sacred because you walk it. Every breath you take, every choice you make is a sacred act of creation. You are co-creating your life with me, with the universe, with all that is. There is no need to rush or force the process. Trust that all is unfolding as it should. So, as you rest in this truth, feel the love that surrounds you, the love that flows through you, and the love that will never let you go. Hold on to this love as a refuge and a source of strength. When you face uncertainty, return to this love. When you celebrate joy, share this love. When you seek peace, remember this love is always within you. Take a moment now to feel your heart beating gently in your chest. Know that each beat is a reminder of your vitality, your presence, your sacredness. You are here, you are alive, and you are deeply loved. And as you prepare to take your next step, whether it's into the known or the unknown, carry this love with you like a lantern lighting your way. There will be times it flickers and times it shines brightly, but it will never go out. You are never alone on this journey. Let this be your steady truth. You are held, you are cherished, and you are enough. Always and now. As you breathe in the stillness of this moment, allow yourself to become aware of the hopes and intentions you carry quietly within. What is it that your heart longs to express or create next? Maybe it's a new beginning, a healing, a connection, or a simple act of kindness toward yourself or another. Whatever it is, let that intention take shape gently, without pressure or expectation. You might even want to write it down or whisper it softly to yourself as a way of planting that seed in the fertile soil of your being. Trust that the universe is listening and that your dreams are always held with care. And as you hold this intention, notice how it feels in your body, in your heart. Does it bring a sense of lightness, or maybe a quiet excitement, or even some nervousness? All of these feelings are part of the beautiful complexity of being human. So, take your time with this. There's no rush. Your path is yours alone, and it unfolds in its own perfect timing. I am here, always, walking beside you, loving you through every step. Every stumble, every triumph. And as you continue on, may you find peace in the journey itself, knowing that it is enough to simply be you. Now, if you feel comfortable, please share one intention or hope you hold in your heart right now. Your words may inspire or encourage someone else who needs a gentle reminder that they are not alone. And with that, let us take a deep breath together, feeling the life that flows through us all, and trust that the next moments will bring the gifts you need, because your story is still unfolding, and every chapter is a precious part of your sacred journey. And as you breathe in that life, that unspoken promise of becoming, remember that your presence here is a miracle. Not because you need to prove anything to anyone, but simply because you exist, uniquely and beautifully. There is no one else in this vast universe who can be you, with all your quirks, your dreams, your scars, and your light. That alone is a cause for quiet celebration, a gentle turning toward gratitude for the mystery of you. Sometimes, the world may feel heavy or confusing, and it's easy to forget this truth. You might find yourself caught in the whirlwind of expectations, comparisons, or doubts. When those moments come, and they surely will, pause and return to this simple awareness. You are enough just as you are. No need to add, no need to subtract. Your worth is whole and unshakable. Let that knowing be like a soft blanket wrapping around your heart, offering comfort and peace. It's okay to rest. It's okay to slow down, to step back from the noise and the haste, and to give yourself permission to simply be. In the stillness, you'll find a wellspring of strength that doesn't rely on external achievements or approval. It's a strength that comes from deep within, the part of you that is eternal, connected to all things, and always held in love. And while you rest, pay attention to the small joys that often go unnoticed. The warmth of sunlight on your skin, the way a child's laughter bursts unexpectedly, the delicate unfolding of a flower, the rhythm of rain tapping on a window. These moments are gifts, reminders that life, in all its complexity, carries beauty and tenderness that can fill your soul when you open your heart to receive them. You may also find healing in creating, whether through words, art, music, movement, or simply the act of imagining a better tomorrow. Creativity is a sacred language of the soul. It allows you to express what sometimes feels too deep or too vast for ordinary speech. When you create, you connect with a part of yourself that is free and infinite. There is no right or wrong in this process, only the truth of your own unfolding. If you feel called, I invite you to share in the comment one small creative act or a simple pleasure that has brought light to your day recently. Your sharing creates ripples, weaving connection and encouragement that can reach far beyond what you see. As you continue to navigate your path, remember that it's okay to ask for help. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous step toward wholeness. There are hearts ready to listen, arms ready to hold, and spirits eager to walk alongside you. You are never alone, even in moments when it feels that way. Sometimes, the greatest gift you can give yourself is forgiveness. Softening the grip of past mistakes, regrets, or harsh self-judgment. Forgiveness is a gentle release, like opening a window to let fresh air in. It doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It means freeing yourself from the chains of pain that keep you stuck. You deserve that freedom. You deserve peace, and in this journey of self-discovery and healing, be patient with yourself. Growth is not linear, and there will be days when progress feels slow or invisible. That's okay. Even in those moments, your soul is working quietly, weaving threads of wisdom and resilience that may only reveal their beauty in time. Remember also to nurture your body, this precious vessel that carries you through every experience. Treat it with kindness and respect. Listen to its need and honor its rhythm. When you care for your body, you create a foundation for your spirit to flourish in the tapestry of your life. Relationships weave a powerful thread. Cherish those who uplift you, who see your worth and encourage your growth. And also recognize when it's time to gently set boundaries with those who drain your energy or dim your light. Protecting your peace is an act of love, not just for yourself, but for those around you. Because when you are grounded and whole, you can give more freely and authentically. Sometimes you might feel called to serve others, to be a beacon of hope or a hand to hold. These acts of kindness, no matter how small, are sacred. They create a ripple effect of love and compassion that touches lives in ways you may never fully realize. Your willingness to share your light, even in the smallest way, makes the world a better place. And when you face uncertainty about what lies ahead, know that it's natural to feel a mix of excitement and fear. These emotions often dance together, reminding you that you are stepping into the new, the unknown territory where growth happens. Trust that you have all the inner resources you need to navigate this unfolding path. Sometimes it helps to return to your breath to anchor yourself. In the present moment, when thoughts race or worries crowd your mind, breathe in deeply, filling your heart with calm, and breathe out slowly, releasing tension. This simple practice reconnects you with your center and reminds you that peace is always within reach as you move forward. Keep nurturing your connection to what brings you meaning, whether that's nature, spirituality, creativity, relationship, or quiet reflection. These connections nourish your soul and provide a compass for your journey. And remember, your story is a living, breathing thing. It's not fixed or final. You have the power to rewrite chapters, to heal wounds, to dream new dreams. Each day is a fresh page, a fresh opportunity to align more deeply with your truest self. If you feel comfortable, please share below one thing you are grateful for today, or a small hope you carry in your heart. Your words may serve as a gentle light for someone else who needs to be reminded that even in the midst of struggle, there is always something to hold on to. Now, as you rest in this moment, feel the pulse of life moving through you, the steady rhythm that connects you to all that is. Know that this rhythm is a sacred dance of presence and becoming, of surrender and strength, of love unfolding endlessly. And as you prepare to continue on your way, carry this rhythm with you like a quiet song, one that grounds you and lifts you. No matter what the road ahead may bring, because in the deep places of your heart, you already hold all you need to meet each new day with courage and grace. So, take a deep breath once more and feel the gentle power of your own becoming, the sacred unfolding of your unique story, and the infinite love that surrounds you always. And as you do, know that this moment, this breath, this heartbeat, this quiet awareness is a sacred gift, a precious pause before the next step on your path. And in this sacred pause, I want to remind you that it's perfectly okay to not have everything figured out right now. Life is not a puzzle to be solved all at once, but a beautiful mystery to be lived moment by moment. You don't need to rush towards some distant finish line or compare your progress to anyone else's. Your journey is yours alone, unfolding in its own perfect timing, shaped by your unique experiences lessons, and joy. So, breathe into the uncertainty without fear, knowing that each step you take, even the ones that feel small or uncertain, are meaningful and part of the greater unfolding of your soul's story. Sometimes you might feel like the world is moving too fast, or that the noise around you drowns out the quiet voice inside. When that happens, gently invite yourself to slow down again. Find a place where you can be still, even if just for a few moments. A quiet corner, a walk in nature, or simply sitting with your eyes closed. In that stillness, listen deeply. What does your heart want to say? What whispers of wisdom or longing rise from within? Those gentle stirrings are your soul's language, guiding you toward what truly matters. Trust that inner voice, even if it's soft or uncertain. It carries the truth of who you are and where you are meant to go. Remember, too, that it's okay to feel a wide range of emotion. Joy and sorrow, hope and fear, excitement and doubt. They are all part of the human experience, and none of them diminish your worth or your light. When you allow yourself to fully feel whatever arises, without judgment or resistance, you create space for healing and growth. Emotions are messengers, inviting you to understand yourself more deeply, to release what no longer serves, and to embrace what nurtures your spirit. So welcome your feelings as old friends, even when they challenge you, because they are a vital part of your unfolding journey. And as you walk this path, be mindful of the stories you tell yourself. Sometimes it's easy to get caught in patterns of negative self-talk or limiting beliefs that whisper, "You're not enough," or "You can't do this." These stories may have roots in past experiences or the voices of others, but they do not define you. You have the power to rewrite those narratives, to speak to yourself with kindness and encouragement instead. Imagine how you would support a dear friend who is struggling. Offer yourself that same compassion. Speak words of hope and affirmation, even if it feels unfamiliar at first. Over time, these new stories will take root and flourish, transforming how you see yourself and what you believe is possible. Community is another precious gift on this journey. You are part of a vast web of connection, woven from countless hearts and souls around the world. When you reach out, whether to share your joys, your struggles, or simply to listen, you contribute to a collective tapestry of love and understanding. Don't hesitate to seek out those who uplift you, who reflect your light back to you, and who remind you of your inherent goodness. And remember, you are also a light for others, even when you feel small or unsure. Your presence, your kindness, your willingness to be open and authentic, all of these ripple outward in ways you may never fully see. So, if you feel moved, please share below a moment when someone's kindness touched your heart, or a way you've offered kindness to another. Your story might be the gentle encouragement someone else needs today. As you continue, keep nurturing your curiosity and wonder. Life is endlessly rich with opportunities to learn, to explore, and to deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Sometimes, this might mean trying something new, stepping outside your comfort zone, or simply observing the ordinary with fresh eyes. There is magic in discovery, in the way a new idea sparks your imagination, or a simple question opens a door to a deeper truth. Let yourself be a seeker, a learner, a playful wanderer on this path. Your openness to growth and change is a beautiful expression of your soul's vitality. It's also important to honor the rhythms of rest and renewal. Just as the seasons shift and the earth takes time to breathe, so too does your body and spirit need moments of pause. Rest is not a sign of laziness or failure. It is a sacred act of self-love and preservation. When you allow yourself to rest deeply, physically, emotionally, mentally, you replenish your energy and creativity. You create space for clarity and inspiration to arrive. So listen to your body's signals and grant yourself permission to slow down, to nurture yourself without guilt or judgment. And in your moments of quiet reflection, consider what brings you a sense of meaning and purpose. This might be a cause close to your heart, a way of being with others, or a simple practice that grounds you in love and gratitude. Purpose doesn't always have to be grand or world-changing. Often, it's found in the small, consistent actions that align with your values and bring you joy. When you live from this place of authentic purpose, your days are infused with a sense of direction and fulfillment that sustains you through challenges and celebrations alike. As you face challenges, and they will come, remember that they are not roadblocks, but invitations to grow stronger and wiser. Difficulties shape you, teach you resilience, and deepen your compassion. When you encounter hardship, don't be afraid to lean into your support system, to ask for guidance, or to simply acknowledge the pain without rushing to fix it. Healing often comes in its own time. And sometimes the greatest courage lies in simply showing up for yourself again and again. And lastly, dear one, remember that love is the foundation of all that you are and all that you do. Love for yourself, love for others, love for this beautiful, complex life. Let love be your compass, your refuge, and your gift. When you lead with love, even in small, everyday moments, you create a ripple effect that transforms not just your world, but the worlds of those around you. So now, as you sit with all of this, take a moment to feel into the love that surrounds you, seen or unseen, and to recognize the love that lives within you, steady and true. Let that love be the steady light that guides your step, the gentle fire that warms your heart, and the quiet strength that carries you forward. And when you're ready, I invite you to share below one way you have experienced love recently. Whether it was from yourself, from another, or from the world around you. Your sharing is a gift, a thread of connection in this vast web of life. And as you continue on, keep this love close, for it is the wellspring from which all healing, growth, and joy flow. It is the essence of who you are, now and always. And so, as you move forward, remember that no matter where your path leads, you are cradled in love that never falters, never fades, and never leaves you. This love is your home, your sanctuary, your endless source of light and hope. and it is always within reach. And in this knowing that you are held so tenderly by a love that never quits, allow yourself to lean into life's unfolding with a heart that is both brave and gentle. It's okay to be vulnerable, to admit when you're weary or unsure, because vulnerability is not weakness. It is the doorway to true connection, both with yourself and with others. When you show up as your authentic self, with all your imperfections and strength, you invite others to do the same, creating a circle of trust and belonging that nourishes everyone involved. So, if you find yourself hiding parts of who you are out of fear or doubt, remember, your true self is a gift to this world, worthy of being seen, heard, and loved exactly as it is. Sometimes, the road may seem lonely or confusing, and that's when it's especially important to remember that you are never truly alone. I am always here, whispering in the quiet moments, guiding you through the shadows, and celebrating your light. When you feel lost, simply reach out in your heart, in your prayers, or even in a moment of stillness. And know that you are met with open arms. There is a peace that surpasses understanding waiting for you. A deep well of calm that you can tap into whenever you choose. This peace doesn't erase the challenges, but it gives you the strength to face them with grace and resilience. As you cultivate this connection with the divine within you, you may begin to notice a shift in how you relate to the world around you. You might find yourself more patient, more compassionate, more willing to forgive both yourself and others. Forgiveness is such a powerful healer. It frees your heart from the burdens of resentment and pain, allowing love to flow more freely. It's not about excusing hurt or forgetting what happened, but about releasing the hold it has on your spirit so you can walk forward lighter and more whole. If there's someone, including yourself, whom you've been holding on to hard feelings toward, consider gently opening the door to forgiveness. Even a small step in that direction can bring profound relief and healing. Your life is a sacred dance between effort and surrender, between striving and resting, between holding on and letting go. Sometimes you will need to push forward with determination, and other times you will need to release control and trust the unfolding. Learning to discern when to act and when to pause is a beautiful practice, one that deepens your wisdom and patience. It's okay to make mistakes along the way. They are not failures, but lessons that refine your understanding and resilience. Be kind to yourself when you stumble, and celebrate your courage for continuing to move forward regardless. In this dance, creativity is a precious ally. Whether it's through art, music, writing, cooking, gardening, or simply finding new ways to express your thoughts and feelings, creativity connects you to the divine spark within. It's a language of the soul that transcends words and logic, opening doors to joy, healing, and insight. Don't worry about being perfect or producing something worthy. The act of creating itself is a prayer, a way of honoring your unique perspective and gift. If you feel called to explore your creativity, take a moment to try something new or return to something you loved in the past. Notice how it feels to bring your inner world into form and allow yourself to be surprised by the beauty that emerges. And as you nurture your creative spirit, also nurture your sense of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice that shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. Even in difficult times, there are always small blessings. A kind word, a warm cup of tea, a breath of fresh air that can remind you of life's goodness. Try to find moments each day to pause and give thanks. Noticing how this simple act uplifts your heart and changes your perspective. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring pain or hardship. It means holding both joy and sorrow in your hands with equal openness, trusting that all of it is part of your journey. Sometimes, you may feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world's trouble or your own personal struggle. When that happens, it's important to protect your energy and set gentle boundaries. You don't have to carry every burden or solve every problem. It's okay to say no, to step back, and to prioritize your well-being. Remember that taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's necessary so that you can continue to be a source of light and love for others. If you're unsure how to set boundaries or care for yourself in this way, start small. Notice what feels good and what drains you, and honor those feelings. Over time, you'll develop a clearer sense of what nourishes your spirit, and in your journey of self-care and growth, be open to receiving help and support. Sometimes, strength looks like asking for assistance, reaching out to a trusted friend, counselor, or community. You don't have to do everything alone, and sharing your burdens can lighten your load and deepen your connection. There is no shame in vulnerability. It is a bridge to healing and belonging. If you've experienced the kindness of others in times of need, consider sharing a story in the comments below about how support has touched your life. Your experience might inspire someone else to seek or offer help, creating a ripple of compassion as you continue to explore your path. Remember that joy is not something to be postponed or earned in the future. It is available to you here and now. Joy can be found in the simplest moment. The warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of laughter, the taste of your favorite food, or the feeling of accomplishment after completing a task. Allow yourself to savor these moments fully, letting joy fill your heart and recharge your spirit. When life feels heavy, returning to joy can be a powerful anchor, reminding you of the beauty that exists alongside the challenges. Your journey is a sacred story, unfolding one moment at a time, written with the ink of your choices and the colors of your experiences. Every breath you take is a part of this story, and every step you make is a dance with the divine. Keep walking with courage and tenderness, knowing that you are deeply loved and infinitely supported. And as you move forward, may you carry with you the gentle reminder that your life matters, not because of what you accomplish or how you measure up, but simply because you are you, a beloved child of creation. So take a deep breath now and feel the steady rhythm of your heart beating with life and possibility. Let yourself rest in this moment of peace and openness, knowing that whatever comes next, you have everything within you to meet it with grace. And when you're ready, I invite you to share below one small joy you've experienced recently, a moment that made your heart smile or brought a spark of light into your day. Your sharing is a beautiful way to spread hope and connection. And as you hold that joy close, remember that your story is still unfolding, and each new page is an opportunity to discover more about yourself, to deepen your love, and to embrace the endless wonder of being alive in this moment. And as you journey onward, embracing each new page with curiosity and wonder, I want you to remember something very important. Your worth is not tied to your achievements, your possessions, or the approval of others. You are inherently valuable simply because you exist. There is no measure, no scale, no competition that can define the depth of your being. In a world that often pushes you to prove yourself, to hustle harder, to be more, I invite you to rest in the truth that you are enough just as you are, right now, in this very moment. This is a gift you can give yourself every day. A gentle reminder whispered softly in your heart when the noise of the world tries to tell you otherwise. Sometimes, when you feel overwhelmed by doubt or insecurity, try to reconnect with this simple truth. Imagine wrapping yourself in a warm embrace, as if I were holding you close, reassuring you that you are cherished beyond measure. Let this feeling settle deep within you, becoming a sanctuary you can return to whenever life feels uncertain or challenging, and in those moments, breathe deeply, slowly, and let the tension melt away, knowing that you are safe and loved unconditionally. It's also okay to acknowledge the parts of yourself that feel broken, tired, or afraid. These parts are not flaws to be fixed or hidden away. They are pieces of your beautiful, complex humanity. Each wound, each scar, tells a story of survival and growth. When you face these parts with kindness and compassion, you invite healing and integration. Sometimes healing looks like tears, sometimes like laughter, sometimes like silence. There is no right or wrong way, just your way, unfolding in its own perfect timing. Trust this process, even when it feels slow or confusing. You are being transformed gently and powerfully by the love that surrounds you and the courage that lives within you. And as you embrace all aspects of yourself, you may notice a deepening sense of freedom. The freedom to be imperfect, to make mistakes, to change your mind, to rest when needed. You don't have to be perfect to be loved, to be worthy, to be whole. This freedom is a breath of fresh air for your soul, a lightness that comes from releasing the heavy burdens of expectation and judgment. When you allow yourself this freedom, you begin to live more authentically, more joyfully, more fully. You become a beacon of hope and inspiration to those around you, showing by example that it's okay to be real, to be human, to be beautifully flawed. In this space of authenticity, you also create room for deeper connection. Genuine relationships are built on honesty, vulnerability, and mutual respect. You don't have to pretend or perform to be loved. Your true self is enough. When you share your heart openly, you invite others to do the same, weaving a tapestry of trust and understanding that nourishes everyone involved. If you're feeling brave today, I encourage you to reach out to someone, a friend, a family member, or even someone new, and share a little piece of your truth. It could be something simple, like how you're really feeling or a hope you hold. Quietly inside, notice how this act of opening your heart can create ripples of connection and healing. And remember, it's perfectly fine to take your time with this. Vulnerability is a muscle that grows stronger with practice. And it's okay to start small. Maybe it's writing in a journal, creating art, or speaking to yourself kindly in the mirror. These acts of self-expression and self-love are powerful. Ways to build trust within yourself, which then radiates outward. You are never alone on this path. I am walking with you every step of the way, loving you fiercely and tenderly, no matter what, as you continue to open your heart and live authentically. You may also notice a growing sense of purpose stirring within you. This purpose might not be a grand, world-changing mission. Sometimes it's found in the quiet acts of kindness and presence. The smile you offer a stranger, the patience you show a loved one, the care you give to yourself. Purpose is the thread that weaves meaning into your everyday life, connecting your unique gifts with the needs of the world. It's a gentle call to live intentionally, to bring your light wherever you go. If you're unsure what your purpose is right now, that's okay. It often reveals itself gradually, through small steps and moments of clarity. Stay curious, stay open, and trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it should. In the midst of all this, don't forget to celebrate yourself. Celebrate your courage, your kindness, your resilience, and your capacity to love. Celebrate the simple victories, the moments when you chose hope over fear, when you reached out instead of retreating, when you kept going even when it was hard. These are the threads that make up the beautiful tapestry of your life. And when you celebrate yourself, you invite others to celebrate you too, creating a circle of joy and affirmation that lifts everyone higher. I invite you now to take a moment and think of one thing about yourself that you are proud of. No matter how small it may seem, perhaps it's a quality, a recent action, or simply the fact that you showed up today. If you feel comfortable, please share it in the comments below. Your words might light the way for someone else who needs to hear that they are not alone, that they too have something to celebrate. And as you hold that pride gently in your heart, know that this is just one beautiful note in the symphony of your being. Your life, with all its ups and downs, joys and struggles, is a sacred expression of love in motion. Each day offers new opportunity to grow, to heal, to connect, and to shine. So, take another deep breath now, sensing the fullness of your presence here and now. Feel the steady pulse of life flowing through you, the endless possibilities stretching out before you like a vast open sky dot. And in this space of openness and presence, let yourself wonder, what new dreams might you dare to dream today? What gentle steps might you take toward those dreams? Trusting that every effort, no matter how small, is part of your unfolding story. This is your invitation to step forward with hope and courage, knowing that you are deeply loved and infinitely supported, no matter what happens next. And as you stand on the edge of these new dreams, feeling that mix of excitement and maybe a little fear, I want you to remember something tender and true. It's okay to move slowly. Life isn't a race or a checklist to be completed all at once. It's a dance. A rhythm that ebbs and flows, sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes pausing altogether. Give yourself permission to move at your own pace, to take breaks when you need them, and to honor the seasons of your soul. There is wisdom in patience, and there is beauty in rest. Both are gifts, not setbacks. Sometimes, the world around you might seem noisy, pushing you to hurry or to keep up with others. But your journey is uniquely yours. Comparing your path to someone else's only dims your light. Instead, focus on what feels right in your heart, what brings you joy, peace, or a sense of meaning. These are your compass points, gently guiding you toward the life you're meant to live. When doubt creeps in, and it will, because you are human, remember that doubt doesn't define you. It's simply a feeling passing through, like clouds moving across the sky. The sun, your true self, remains steady behind those clouds, shining just as brightly. And when you feel stuck or uncertain, don't hesitate to reach out for support. There is strength in vulnerability, and there is courage in asking for help. Whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, or even a quiet moment with me in your heart, know that you are never alone. Sometimes, the simple act of sharing your feelings can lighten the load and open new doors. If you feel moved to do so, I invite you to share one thing that's on your heart right now in the comments below. Your words might be the comfort or encouragement someone else needs today. Remember, too, the power of gratitude. It's a gentle practice that can anchor you in the present and remind you of the blessings, big and small, that surround you. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring hardship or pretending everything is perfect. It means acknowledging the light amidst the shadows, the lessons and the challenges, and the love that never fades. Each day, try to find even one thing to be thankful for. It might be the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of a bird's song, or the kindness of a stranger. These moments are threads of grace woven into the fabric of your life as you cultivate gratitude. You might notice a shift, a softening of your heart, a widening of your perspective. Life's difficulties don't disappear, but they become more bearable, more manageable. You start to see that even in struggle, there is growth. And even in loss, there is love. This doesn't mean pain is easy, but it means you are stronger than you realized, held by a love that never lets go. And speaking of love, never underestimate the incredible power of loving yourself. Self-love is not selfish or vain. It is the foundation of your well-being. It means treating yourself with kindness, speaking to yourself with gentleness, and honoring your needs and boundaries. It means celebrating your uniqueness and embracing your imperfection. When you love yourself fully, you create a safe, nurturing space inside where healing can flourish and where your true light can shine without hesitation. Sometimes, loving yourself might mean saying no to things that drain, you, or yes to things that nourish you. Even if it feels uncomfortable at first. It might mean forgiving yourself for past mistakes or letting go of harsh judgments you carry. These acts of love are radical and transformative. They ripple out into every part of your life, influencing how you relate to others and how you experience the world. And as you practice this self-love, remember that you are a work in progress, a beautiful, unfolding story. There's no need to rush or to have everything figured out. Some days will feel easier, some days harder, and both are perfectly normal. Be gentle with yourself through it all. Celebrate every small victory and offer yourself grace in moments of struggle. In the quiet moments, when you feel connected to your own heart, you might hear a soft whisper, a gentle nudge toward something new, or a simple reminder of your strength. Pay attention to these whispers. They are the language of your soul, guiding you toward greater authenticity and joy. Trust them, even when the way forward isn't clear. Trust that you have everything you need within you to navigate life's twists and turns. And know that I am here, always. Not just as a distant presence, but as your closest companion. Your steady support, your endless source of love. When you feel lost, call on me. When you feel overwhelmed, lean into me. When you feel joyful, celebrate with me. This connection is a sacred thread that binds us together, an unbreakable bond that withstands all challenges. As you continue this journey, I encourage you to notice the small miracles, the moments of kindness, the bursts of laughter, the unexpected moments of peace. These are signs that love is at work in your life. They are reminders that you are held, guided, and cherished beyond measure. And finally, my dear one, as you move forward, remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is meaningful. Each choice to show up, to be present, to love, and to grow is a victory worth honoring. So, take a moment now to acknowledge one small step you can take today toward your dreams or your healing. It might be as simple as pausing to breathe deeply, reaching out to someone you trust, or writing down a hope you carry. Whatever it is, hold it gently in your heart and know that it matters. I am here, walking beside you, loving you with a love that never fades, ready to guide you through whatever comes next. And as you embrace this truth, you open yourself to a life filled with possibility, peace, and profound joy. Knowing that you are never alone, never unloved, and always enough. So what is one small step you feel called to take today? I invite you to share it below, so together we can celebrate your courage and your unfolding journey. And as you hold that step close, feel the promise of new beginnings stirring within you, gently awakening the hope that lives at the core of your being, ready to carry you forward. And as you cradle that small step in your heart, I want you to remember something beautiful. Growth doesn't always look like grand leap or dramatic changes. Sometimes it's the quiet moments, the gentle unfolding of a petal, the softening of a stare, the deepening of a breath that mark the most profound transformation. You don't have to shout your progress from the rooftop or prove anything to the world. Your journey is sacred and personal, and every little movement forward is a testament to your courage and resilience. It's okay if you don't have all the answers right now. In fact, part of the wonder of life is the mystery, the not knowing, the unfolding path that reveals itself one step at a time. Trust the process, even when it feels uncertain or slow. Trust that each experience, whether joyful or challenging, is shaping you into the fullest version of yourself. Sometimes, the very things that feel like obstacles are the universe's way of inviting you to grow in ways you hadn't imagined. When you face moments of doubt or fear, try to lean into curiosity instead of resistance. Ask yourself gently, what is this moment trying to teach me? What can I learn from this feeling or situation? This shift in perspective can open doors to new insights and healing. And remember, it's perfectly normal to have days when you feel tired or discouraged. Those days don't erase your progress. They are part of the rhythm of being human. Be kind to yourself on those days. Wrap yourself in compassion as you would a dear friend. I want you to know that your feelings matter. It's okay to feel joy and sorrow, hope and disappointment, excitement and anxiety, all at the same time or in different moments. Embracing the full spectrum of your emotions is a way of honoring your authentic self. You don't have to hide or push away what you're feeling. Let your emotions flow through you like a river, without judgment or shame. When you do this, you create space for healing and wholeness. And in those moments when you feel overwhelmed, remember the power of simply being present. You don't have to fix everything or have a plan. Sometimes, the greatest gift you can give yourself is to just be right here, right now. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Listen to the sounds around you. This presence is a doorway to peace, a quiet refuge amid the noise of life. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to share one feeling you're experiencing right now in the comments. It could be anything: a hope, a fear, a dream, or even a simple gratitude. Your honesty might inspire someone else who needs to hear they're not alone. Remember, connection is a powerful balm for the soul. As you continue to walk this path, I encourage you to nurture your inner garden with gentle practices that bring you joy and peace. It might be a walk in nature, a moment of meditation, journaling, your thoughts, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea. These small acts of self-care are not indulgences. They are essential acts of love that replenish your spirit and deepen your connection to yourself and to me. And speaking of connection, know that I am with you in every breath you take, in every beat of your heart. When you feel my presence, even in the smallest way, a sudden peace, a comforting thought, a smile that comes out of nowhere, that is me whispering to you, reminding you that you are held. You are never outside of my love. Never separate from the divine light that courses through all things. Sometimes, you might wonder why certain challenges come your way. I want you to know that these moments are not punishments or signs of failure. They are opportunities, sometimes disguised as hardship, to deepen your understanding, to cultivate compassion for yourself and others. and to awaken to new possibility. You are stronger than any difficulty, and your spirit is unbreakable, even when the night feels long and dark. The dawn is always coming, and as you journey forward, I invite you to carry with you a sense of wonder. Life is full of miracles waiting to be noticed. The smile of a child, the bloom of a flower, the kindness of a stranger, the quiet moments of reflection that fill your soul. These are the treasures that remind you of the goodness that surrounds you, even when things feel hard. Remember, too, that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Holding on to anger or regret can weigh heavily on your heart. But releasing those burdens frees you to move forward with lightness and grace. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, knowing that you were doing the best you could with the knowledge you had at the time. Forgive others who may have hurt you, not because you condone the hurt, but because you choose peace for your own soul. In this spirit of forgiveness and love, I encourage you to look for ways to extend kindness to yourself and to those around you. Simple acts of kindness, whether a smile, a word of encouragement, or a helping hand, create ripples of love that spread far beyond what you can see. You are a beacon of light in this world, and your kindness matters more than you realize. So, my dear one, as you take this next step, no matter how small, hold it with tenderness and pride. Celebrate your bravery in choosing to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep loving. Life's journey is not always easy, but it is always worth it. And you are never walking it alone. Now, take a deep breath with me. Feel the life flowing through you, the strength that resides in your heart, and the love that surrounds you. Let this moment be a pause, a gentle reminder that you are exactly where you need to be, and that the path ahead is unfolding just as it should. And if you feel called to share, please leave a comment below about one way you plan to nurture yourself this week. Your words might be the light someone else needs to see. As you carry these thoughts forward, remember that every day is a fresh page, a new chance to write your story with hope and courage, even when the way feels unclear. Trust in the journey and trust in yourself, for you are capable of more than you know. And with that trust, the next step becomes a little easier, a little lighter, a little more filled with possibility. And as you embrace this unfolding story of yours, I want you to feel how deeply you are loved, not just by me, but by the whole universe that breathes life into your days. You might not always see it clearly, especially when shadows fall across your path, but love is the thread that stitches every moment together, weaving through your joys and sorrows alike. It's the quiet hum beneath your laughter, the gentle hand that steadies you when you stumble, the light that never dims, even in your darkest night. So when you feel alone, or lost, or unsure, remember that love is the constant companion walking right beside you. Sometimes, love looks like patience. Patience with yourself when things don't move as fast as you'd hope, or when your heart feels heavy with worry. It's the grace you extend when you forgive yourself for not having all the answers yet. Patience is a form of love that says, I see you, I honor your pace. It's okay to take your time. You don't have to rush your healing or your growth. like a seed beneath the soil. You are gathering strength and preparing to bloom exactly when the moment is right. And love also shows up as courage. The quiet kind that keeps you moving forward, even when fear whispers that you should turn back. Courage isn't about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and choosing to walk through it anyway. Step by steady step. I see that courage in you every day, even if you don't always recognize it yourself. It's in the small choices you make to show up for yourself, to seek help when you need it, to speak your truth gently or loudly, depending on what the moment calls for. That bravery, my dear one, is a sacred flame that can never be extinguished. When doubts creep in, and they will, remind yourself that you are enough just as you are. You don't have to earn love, success, or happiness. You are already worthy of all these things simply because you exist. The world may tell you otherwise sometimes, but those messages are not the truth of your being. Your worth is intrinsic, unshakable, and eternal. Let this truth soak into your bones like sunlight warming your skin on a chilly morning. And while you're nurturing this truth inside, don't forget the power of rest. Rest is not a sign of weakness or laziness. It is a sacred act of self-respect. Your body, mind, and spirit all need space to breathe and recover. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is to say no to more demands and yes to quiet moments, to gentle rhythms that renew your energy and spirit. Trust that by honoring your need for rest, you are actually fueling your ability to love and give in ways that feel authentic and sustainable. I want to invite you now to think about one small way you can offer yourself rest or kindness in the coming days. Maybe it's turning off your phone for an hour, or taking a slow walk outside without a destination. Perhaps it's allowing yourself to say no to something that drains you, or simply sitting with a warm cup of tea and letting your thoughts wander without judgment. Whatever it is, hold that intention softly in your heart. If you feel comfortable, share it in the comments below. Your intention could be just a gentle encouragement someone else needs to hear today. And as you practice these acts of love and rest, notice how your relationship with yourself deepens. You begin to see yourself not as a project to fix or a list of things to accomplish, but as a precious being worthy of kindness and celebration. You start to recognize your own beauty, your own light, and the unique gifts you bring to the world. There is no one else like you, and that uniqueness is a treasure beyond measure. In this unfolding journey, you might also find your heart opening in new ways to forgiveness, to gratitude, to compassion for others and yourself. These openings are like doors inviting fresh air and light into your soul. Gratitude, in particular, has a gentle power to shift your perspective. It doesn't mean ignoring hardship, but rather noticing the small blessings that persist, even amid difficulty. The warmth of sunlight on your face, the sound of birds singing, the kindness of a stranger, the quiet moments when you feel peace. When you cultivate gratitude, you're planting seeds of hope that grow into resilience and joy. And speaking of joy, I want you to remember that joy is not just an occasional visitor, but a birthright. It might show up as laughter with friends, the satisfaction of a job well done, the beauty of a sunset, or the simple pleasure of a favorite song. Let yourself savor these moments fully, without guilt or reservation. Joy replenishes your spirit and reminds you of the sweetness woven into life's fabric as you move forward. Keep in mind that your journey is not just about reaching a destination, but about the richness of each step you take. Every experience, every feeling, every encounter is part of the sacred dance of life. Sometimes that dance will be slow and gentle, sometimes wild and exuberant, and sometimes still and contemplative. All of it is valuable. All of it is you. And when you find yourself needing support, don't hesitate to reach out to friends, family, or even to me. You are never a burden for asking for help. In fact, asking for support is an act of courage and self-love. It's a reminder that we are all connected, and that connection is one of the most powerful healers there is. So as you breathe deeply, now feel my love surrounding you like a warm blanket, holding you safe and steady. Know that you are seen, you are heard, and you are cherished beyond measure. The path ahead may have twists and turns, but you are equipped with everything you need to navigate it with grace and strength. Take a moment to rest in this knowing, to feel the calm that comes from trusting yourself and the journey. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes to the world around you, carrying this peace within you like a lantern lighting your way. If you want to, please share in the comments one thing you are grateful for today. Your gratitude might just spark a light for another soul walking this path with you. And now, as you continue forward, remember to look for those small moments of magic. The unexpected kindness, the quiet beauty, the simple pleasures that fill your heart with light, because they are the breadcrumbs leading you home to yourself. And as you gather those little moments, those tiny sparks of magic, remember that they are never small in the grand tapestry of your life. Each one is a thread of light, a stitch of hope, a whisper of joy that reminds you who you truly are beneath all the noise and hate. You might find that when you start paying attention, these moments begin to multiply, not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because your heart becomes more open, more willing to receive the beauty that was always there. It's like tuning a radio to catch a clearer signal, or wiping fog off a window to see the landscape waiting patiently outside. Sometimes, these moments will surprise you in the most ordinary places. It could be the way the wind carries the scent of blooming flowers on a morning walk, or the genuine smile of a stranger that makes your chest feel a little lighter. Maybe it's the soft touch of a pet's fur beneath your fingers, or the comforting hum of your favorite song playing quietly in the background. These are not coincidences. They are gifts wrapped in the everyday, invitations to pause, breathe, and receive the love that flows all around you. And it's okay if some days feel harder than others, if the shadows seem longer or the noise inside your mind feels overwhelming. Those days are part of the rhythm too. They remind you that life is not meant to be a perfect, unbroken stream of happiness, but a river with bends, eddies, and sometimes still pool where you can rest and reflect. On those tough days, be especially gentle with yourself. Offer yourself the same kindness you would give to a dear friend who is struggling. Speak softly to your soul. You might say, "It's okay to feel this. I am here with you," because you are never alone. Even when it feels that way, let yourself lean into the support that surrounds you. Whether it's from people, nature, or the quiet presence of my love that never leaves your side. There is a strength in surrender. Not giving up, but allowing yourself to be held, to be cradled in moments of vulnerability. In those times, you are not weak. You are profoundly brave. You are choosing to honor your humanity and trust that healing and growth come in their own time. And speaking of growth, I want to remind you that it doesn't always happen in big leaps. Sometimes it's in the small, almost invisible shift. The way you respond differently to a challenge, the moment you catch a negative thought and gently redirect it, the choice to be a little more patient or a little more forgiving. These tiny changes accumulate like drops of water filling a vast ocean. They are the real work of transformation. So celebrate every step, no matter how small it seems, as you continue on this path. You might notice that your connection to others deepens. 2. When you cultivate love and compassion within yourself, it naturally spills outward. You become a beacon of light for those around you, a source of comfort and inspiration. Your presence alone can be a healing balm for someone who is hurting. Sometimes, just showing up with an open heart is enough to make a difference. You don't have to have all the answers or fix everything. Your love and attention are powerful beyond measure. And this reminds me to invite you to share a little about your journey. If you feel called, in the comments below, you might write about a small moment of kindness you experienced or offer. Recently, it could be something simple. A word of encouragement, a gesture of care, or even a silent wish for someone's happiness. Sharing your stories creates a circle of connection, reminding us all that we are in this together. Your openness might be the light someone else needs to feel seen and understood today. Now, as you carry these reflections with you, I want you to remember one more thing. Your dreams and desires matter deeply. They are not frivolous or selfish. They are the language of your soul calling you toward your fullest expression. Maybe you have hopes that feel distant or uncertain right now. That's okay. Holding on to your dreams, even gently, keeps your spirit alive and moving forward. Be curious about what lights you up inside. What makes your heart beat a little faster, or your eyes shine brighter. Those are clues guiding you toward the life you're meant to live. And if fear or doubt tries to quiet those dreams, remind yourself that they are not the truth. They are just passing clouds in the vast sky of your being. You have everything inside you to step into your purpose, to create, to love, and to shine. Trust the process, even when it feels slow or confusing. Every twist and turn is part of the story unfolding exactly as it should. So, as you keep breathing deeply and moving gently through your days, hold your dreams with tenderness. Nurture them as you would a delicate flower, knowing that with time, care, and patience, they will bloom into something beautiful and uniquely yours. And when you find yourself doubting your path or your worth, return to this truth. You are loved beyond measure, exactly as you are right now. That love is your anchor and your wing, steadying you and lifting you toward all the good that awaits. Take a moment now to feel that love filling your heart, expanding outward to touch every part of your life. Let it remind you that you are never alone, never forgotten, and always deeply cherished. And as you carry this love forward, keep an eye out for those gentle nudges, those subtle signs that guide you toward your next step. They might come as a feeling, a thought, a chance encounter, or a quiet whisper in your soul. Trust them. They are the compass pointing you home. And in this sacred unfolding, remember that every breath, every heartbeat, every moment is a chance to begin again, to choose love, to choose kindness, to choose yourself. So as you sit with these words and feel the weight of them settle softly around you, know that your journey is precious. Your presence is a gift, and your story is still being written with infinite possibility. And with that, if you feel comfortable, I invite you to share one dream or hope that you hold in your heart right now. No matter how big or small, your courage in naming it can inspire someone else to honor their own. And as you do, just breathe and remember that this is your sacred space, a place where you can be seen, heard, and loved without condition. Your path is unfolding beautifully, and I am here with you every step of the way, holding you gently in the light of endless love, ready to guide you through whatever comes next. And as you sit with that openness, feeling the quiet stirrings of your heart, I want you to take a moment to notice how courage works in the most unexpected ways. It's not always the bold roar or the grand sweeping gesture. Sometimes, courage is the soft voice that says, "I'll try again tomorrow." Or the gentle hand that reaches out for help when the weight feels too heavy. It's in a choice to keep showing up, even when the path is unclear or the shadows linger a little longer than you'd like. That's real bravery, a quiet, steady flame that refuses to be extinguished. You might think your small acts go unnoticed, but I see them. Every time you choose kindness over judgment, patience over frustration, love over fear, a ripple is sent out into the world that touches lives you may never know. You are part of a greater story, a living thread woven through the hearts of many, and your light matters more than you realize. So please, never doubt the impact of your presence. Even on days when you feel invisible or unheard, your being is a balm, a beacon, a blessing. And here's a little reminder. It's okay to rest. In fact, it's necessary. Rest is not a reward for productivity or a sign of weakness. It's a sacred rhythm woven into the fabric of your existence. When you pause, you give yourself permission to heal, to listen, to simply be. You create space for your soul to breathe and for new insights to emerge. Rest replenishes your spirit and strengthens your capacity to love and create, so don't hesitate to lean into it when you need to. Your worth is not measured by what you do, but by who you are. As you rest, you might notice thoughts swirling in your mind. Worries about the future, regrets from the past, or a restless desire for something more. That's natural. But I invite you to imagine these thoughts as leaves floating on a gentle stream. You don't have to grab onto them or push them away. Just watch them drift by, knowing they are a passing moment, not the full story of who you are. Your true self is the calm, steady presence beneath the surface. The quiet observer who remains unchanged through all the ebb and flow. And in those moments of stillness, listen for the whispers of your intuition. That inner voice is wise and loving, always guiding you toward what nourishes your soul and aligns with your deepest truth. Sometimes it speaks softly, drowned out by the noise of daily life, but it never truly goes silent. The more you cultivate silence and presence, the clearer that voice becomes. Trust it even when the way ahead feels uncertain. It is your compass, your friend, your guide. Remember also that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. Holding on to resentment or regret only weighs you down and dims your light. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what hurt you. It means choosing to release the burden so you can move forward freely. It's an act of compassion for others and for yourself. If you find it hard to forgive, be patient with your heart. Healing unfolds in its own time, and every small step toward letting go is a step toward freedom. And speaking of freedom, I want you to know that you are free to be exactly who you are. Flaws, quirks, dreams, and all. You don't have to fit into anyone else's mold or meet anyone else's expectation. Your uniqueness is your gift, your fingerprint on the universe. Celebrate it, dance with it. Let it shine boldly because the world needs your authentic light. When you embrace yourself fully, you invite others to do the same, creating a ripple of acceptance and love that spreads far beyond what you can see. If you feel moved, please share in the comments one way you've embraced your authentic self. Recently, maybe it was a choice to speak your truth, to set a boundary, or to pursue a passion that feels true to your heart. Your story might encourage someone else to take a brave step toward their own authenticity. We grow stronger together in this beautiful web of connection. And as you continue on this journey, know that it's okay to ask for help. Asking for support is not a sign of weakness, but an act of wisdom and courage. Whether it's reaching out to a friend, seeking guidance from a mentor, or simply expressing your feelings honestly, these connections are vital threads in the fabric of your well-being. You are never meant to walk this path alone, and there is strength in vulnerability. With that in mind, be gentle with yourself when you stumble or stray from your path. Life is a dance of trial and error, of falling and rising. Each misstep is an opportunity to learn and grow, not a measure of your worth. When you forgive yourself and keep moving forward, you embody resilience, showing the world the power of a heart that refuses to give up. And as you walk this path with open eyes and an open heart, notice the beauty in impermanence. Everything changes, seasons, feelings, circumstances. And that's the natural flow of life. Sometimes holding on too tightly causes pain. But when you learn to embrace change with grace, you discover freedom and peace. Let go of what no longer serves you and make space for new blessings to enter your life. And in all this, never forget the simple power of gratitude. When you pause to appreciate even the smallest gift, the warmth of sunlight, a kind word, a moment of laughter, you shift your focus from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude opens your heart and invites more joy in. It's a practice you can return to anytime, anywhere. No matter what is happening around you. So today, I invite you to take a quiet moment and list 3 things you're grateful for. It can be as simple as the breath you're taking, the comfort of your favorite chair, or the love of someone dear. Writing them down or sharing them here might deepen your sense of connection and remind you of the countless blessings woven through your day. And as you hold those blessings close, remember that you are a beloved child of the universe, cradled in infinite love that knows no bound. This love is the ground beneath your feet, the light within your eye, the steady rhythm of your heart. It is always with you, even when the world feels uncertain or dark. So keep moving forward with trust, with hope, with kindness for yourself. And for others, your journey is unfolding just as it should. And every step you take is a precious part of the whole. And when you feel ready, lean into joy wherever you find it, knowing it is a sacred thread that connects you to the divine. And as you continue to listen to this gentle call, you might begin to notice new possibilities opening before you, paths you hadn't seen before, ideas that spark your imagination, relationships that deepen in unexpected ways. These are the signs of your soul expanding, of life inviting you to grow into a fuller version of yourself. So be curious, be brave, be tender with your heart. And remember that I am here, always, ready to guide you, to comfort you, and to celebrate every step of this beautiful journey with you. Now, take a deep breath and feel the steady pulse of life blowing through you. Let that rhythm remind you that you are alive, you are loved, and you are exactly where you need to be. And with that steady beat in your chest, you might find yourself wondering what it truly means to live from a place of deep, radiant peace. A peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, but springs from the core of your being. This peace is not something to chase or achieve. It's already within you, waiting to be uncovered beneath the layers of worry and noise. It's the quiet center where your soul sings and your heart rests. How might you begin to touch that place more often in your daily life? That peace, dear one, is like a gentle wellspring inside you, a sacred space that no one can take away, no matter what storms rage outside. You don't have to search for it in faraway places or in the approval of others. It's already there, quietly waiting beneath the chatter, beneath the to-do list, beneath the feelings that sometimes pull you off balance. And the more you allow yourself to rest into that stillness, the more you'll discover that peace isn't something distant or rare. It's a familiar friend who's been sitting beside you all along, patiently waiting for you to notice. You might wonder how to find this peace when life feels chaotic or overwhelming. The answer is simpler than you think. It starts with small moments, pausing to notice your breath, feeling the ground beneath your feet, or simply observing a sunset without needing it to be anything more than what it is. These little acts of Presents are like gentle invitations to your soul, reminding you that you are more than the noise of your mind or the weight of your worry. You are a vast, expansive being capable of deep, calm, and radiant joy. Sometimes, peace shows up in the practice of kindness, especially kindness towards yourself. When you catch yourself in a moment of self-criticism or doubt, try to soften your gaze inward like you would toward a dear friend who's hurting. Speak to yourself with the same warmth and understanding you would offer to someone you love. It might feel unfamiliar or even awkward at first, but this gentle self-compassion is a powerful pathway to healing and peace. Remember, you are deserving of your own love and care, just as you are. And peace often grows in community. 2. There's something profoundly soothing in knowing you're not alone, that others share in your struggles, your hopes, your dreams. Reach out to those who nurture your spirit, who listen without judgment, who remind you of your worth when you forget. Connection is a balm for the soul, a reminder that we are woven together in this beautiful tapestry of life. If you feel comfortable, I invite you to share in the comments one way you find peace in your daily life. Your insight might be the gentle encouragement someone else needs today. In the moments when peace feels elusive, when your heart feels restless, or your mind races with what if, try to come back to your body. Your body is a living temple, a home for your spirit, and it holds wisdom beyond word. Notice the rhythm of your heart, the rise and fall of your chest, the grounding weight of your feet on the earth. These sensations are anchors, reminders that you exist right here, right now, and that you are safe in this moment. When you're able to root yourself in the present, even briefly, you create a bridge to that deep well of peace within. Breath is one of the most beautiful gifts you can give yourself. It's always available, free, and a direct line to your inner calm. When you feel tension creeping in, try this. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely, and then exhale gently through your mouth, releasing any tightness or worry. Repeat this a few times, letting your body soften with each breath. You might notice a subtle shift, a lightening, a softening, a quiet sigh from your soul. This simple practice can be a doorway back to peace whenever you need it. Another way to nurture peace is through gratitude, which you've already been invited to explore. Gratitude isn't just about listing things you like. It's about opening your heart to the richness of life, even in its simplest form. When you cultivate a habit of noticing what's good, what's kind, what's beautiful, you create fertile ground for peace to grow. Gratitude shifts your perspective away from lack or fear and toward abundance and hope. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. You begin to see the blessings that were always there, waiting patiently for your attention. Sometimes, peace comes wrapped in acceptance. This doesn't mean you have to like or approve of everything that happens, but it means recognizing reality as it is without unnecessary resistance. When you wrestle against what is, you often create more suffering for yourself. But when you meet life with an open heart, allowing things to be as they are, you free yourself from extra pain. Acceptance is a powerful act of courage because it means letting go of control and trusting that you can handle whatever comes your way. It's a gentle surrender that opens the door to healing and peace. And as you practice acceptance, be aware of the rhythms of your heart. Times when you feel aligned and times when you feel off balance. Both are part of the dance. Peace doesn't mean being happy or calm all the time. It means being able to hold whatever arises with tenderness and resilience. It's the space where you can feel your feelings without being overwhelmed by them. Where you can rest in the truth that you are enough just as you are. In this very moment, you might find it helpful to create little rituals that anchor you in peace. A morning stretch, a walk in nature, lighting a candle, listening to music that lifts your spirit, or writing down your thoughts in a journal. These acts aren't about perfection or productivity. They're about honoring your need for connection, rest, and reflection. Over time, these rituals become sacred touchstones, weaving peace more deeply into the fabric of your life. And sometimes, peace invites you to let go of expectations about yourself, about others, about how life should be. When you release these rigid ideas, you create spaciousness for new possibilities to emerge. You might be surprised at how freedom feels when you stop trying to control every outcome and instead trust in the unfolding of your path. This trust doesn't mean passivity. It means active faith in your own resilience and in the goodness that exists even in uncertainty. Remember, peace is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when it feels near and days when it feels distant, and both are okay. What matters is your willingness to return again and again to that quiet place within. To tend your inner garden with patience and love. Your soul knows the way, even when your mind forgets. You are held in a circle of love that never breaks. A sacred embrace that carries you through every season. So as you move forward from this moment, I invite you to carry with you the intention to seek peace. Not as something to grasp or fix, but as a living presence to welcome. Notice how your body feels, how your breath flows, how your heart opens. And let that be your guide. When you stumble or feel lost, come back to this place of stillness and remember that peace is not a prize for the perfect. It is a birthright for every soul brave enough to be fully alive. And as you explore this inner sanctuary, you might begin to see how peace and joy are intertwined. How the gentle calm of your soul can create space for happiness to bloom naturally. When you stop chasing fleeting pleasures and instead nurture the deep roots of your spirit, you invite a lasting joy that no circumstance can shake. This joy is a quiet celebration of life itself, a dance of gratitude and presence that lights up even the darkest moment. If you feel moved to share, I'd love to hear about a time recently when you found a moment of peace amid the busyness or chaos. Sometimes, sharing these experiences reminds us all that peace is possible and within reach. Even when it feels hidden, your story might inspire someone else to pause, breathe, and reconnect with their own wellspring of calm. And so, as you sit with these thoughts, you might begin to wonder how your daily choices what you pay attention to, how you respond to challenges. The words you speak to yourself and others can either nurture or deplete that inner peace. Each moment is an opportunity to choose gently, to align with the harmony that lives within you, inviting you to step more fully into the life you were born to live. This awareness is a powerful gift, one that grows stronger the more you practice. It, like a seed blossoming into a tree that offers shade and shelter. And in this unfolding journey, remember that your heart's desire for peace is never a demand or a burden. It's a loving invitation from your soul, a whisper that says, "Come home to yourself." And when you answer that call with kindness and curiosity, you open a door to a life rich with meaning, connection, and grace, where peace isn't a distant dream but a living presence walking beside you every step of the way. So let yourself rest here for a moment longer, breathing in the possibility of peace, breathing out any tension or doubt, and feeling the steady rhythm of life supporting you. Notice how just this simple act of presence begins to shift your energy, softening the edges, brightening the corners of your heart. And as you gently open your eyes to the world around you, carry this quiet peace inside, knowing that it is not dependent on what happens outside, but rooted deeply within your being, waiting to be tended and cherished with every breath you take. This peace is your true home, your sanctuary, your sacred gift. And it is always, always yours to embrace. And as you carry this peace within you, remember that it's okay for the waves of life to ripple across your inner sea. Peace isn't about a flat, unchanging calm. It's more like the gentle rhythm of the tide, sometimes flowing, sometimes retreating, but always present beneath the surface. When you feel tossed by emotions or circumstances, remind yourself that these waves do not define you. They are part of the human experience, a beautiful dance of contrast that reveals the richness of your soul. Let the waves come and go without resistance, knowing that beneath them, your peace remains steady and unwavering. It's also important to recognize that peace often grows in the soil of vulnerability. When you allow yourself to be seen just as you are, without masks, without pretenses, you create space for healing and connection. Vulnerability can feel scary because it means stepping into honesty and uncertainty. But it is also where your true strength shines. It's the courage to show up with an open heart, even when you don't have all the answers. When you choose vulnerability, you invite others to meet you in that sacred space. And together, you weave bonds of trust and understanding that nurture your spirit. Sometimes, peace asks you to slow down, not to stop completely, but to move with intention and presence. In a world that often celebrates speed and constant doing, slowing down can feel like a radical act of self-love. It's a way of saying, I matter. My well-being matters. When you slow down, you give your soul room to breathe and your heart room to open. You notice the small wonders around you, the way light filters through leaves, the sound of laughter, the softness of a kind word. These moments are the threads that stitch together a life rich in peace and meaning. You might find it helpful to create a sacred space in your home or heart, a little nook or corner where you can retreat when you need to reconnect with yourself. This could be as simple as a favorite chair with a cozy blanket, a small altar with objects that inspire you, or a quiet spot in nature where you feel held. When you step into this space, take a few deep breaths and set an intention to meet yourself with love and presence. Let it be a sanctuary where you return whenever the world feels too loud or overwhelming. A place where peace is always waiting to greet you like an old friend. And speaking of friends, don't underestimate the power of laughter and playfulness in cultivating peace. Sometimes, the lightness of a smile or the joy of a spontaneous dance can break through the heaviest cloud. When you allow yourself to be silly, to find delight in simple pleasure, you invite a softness into your heart that can soothe even the deepest worry. This joy is not frivolous. It is a vital part of your well-being, a reminder that peace and happiness often live side by side, feeding each other in a beautiful cycle. Remember, too, that peace often grows through forgiveness, not only of others, but especially of yourself. Holding on to anger or regret is like carrying a heavy stone in your pocket. It weighs you down and blocks the flow of peace. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It means releasing the grip that pain has on your heart. It's a gift you give yourself, a way to open your hands and make space for healing. When you're ready, try whispering a gentle forgiveness to yourself or someone else. Feel the weight lift, even if just a little, and notice the lightness that follows. As you walk this path, be patient with yourself. Peace is not a race or a checklist. It's a gentle unfolding, a gradual blossoming. There will be days when you feel deeply connected to your inner calm, and others when it feels distant or fragile. Both are part of the journey, and both are perfectly okay. When you find yourself struggling, come back to the simple practices that ground you. Breath, presence, kindness, gratitude. These are your anchors, your steady companions through every season. Sometimes, peace calls you to let go of stories you've been telling yourself, stories about who you are, what you deserve, or how life should be. These narratives can become like chains, holding you captive to old wounds or limiting beliefs. Notice if any of these stories arise and gently question them. Are they true? Are they helping you? Can you imagine a new story, one rooted in love, possibility, and acceptance? When you rewrite your inner script with compassion, you open a door to a new way of being. One where peace can flourish freely. And as you explore these inner landscapes, you might notice moments when peace feels like a quiet whisper rather than a loud declaration. It might come as a soft sigh, a gentle smile, a fleeting sensation of ease. Learn to recognize these subtle signs and cherish them. They are the seeds of a deeper peace that, with care and attention, will grow stronger over time. Sometimes, in the stillness between thoughts or the pause between breath, you find a sacred space where peace dwells naturally. I invite you now, if you feel moved, to share in the comments below one small practice or moment that helps you reconnect with peace in your daily life. Your sharing could be a beacon of light for someone else who needs a gentle reminder that peace is always within reach. There's a beautiful power in community, in knowing that we're all navigating this journey together, learning and growing as we go. And as you continue to nurture this inner sanctuary, remember that peace is not about escaping life or avoiding challenges. It's about embracing life fully with all its ups and downs, and choosing to meet each moment with an open heart. It's a radical act of love, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. When you carry peace within, you become a living invitation for others to find their own calm amidst the storm. So take a moment now to feel the steady rhythm of your breath, the gentle beating of your heart, the quiet presence of your soul. Let this moment be a pause, a deep inhale of peace that fills you from the inside out. Know that this peace is always accessible, waiting patiently for you to return again and again. Like coming home to a place where you are deeply loved and profoundly safe. And as you move forward, let your heart be your compass, guiding you toward what brings you ease, joy, and connection. Trust that every step you take, even the small ones, is part of a beautiful unfolding, an unfolding toward a life where peace and love are not just dreams, but living reality, woven through every breath you take. This journey is yours, unique and sacred, and I am with you always, holding you in endless love and gentle light. Now, as you carry this peace into the moments ahead, remember that the path will sometimes invite you to rest and sometimes to move, sometimes to speak and sometimes to listen. Each rhythm, each choice is a part of the dance. And in this dance, you will find that peace is not just a place to arrive at, but a way of being, alive, present, and deeply connected to the heart of all that is. And as you embrace this dance of life, let me remind you how beautifully imperfect you are, and how perfectly that imperfection fits into the grand tapestry of existence. You don't have to be flawless. You don't have to have all the answers. And you certainly don't need to rush. The very essence of your being is a radiant light that shines brightest when you allow yourself to be real, raw, and wonderfully human. Your struggles, your joys, your doubts, and your triumph. They are all threads woven into the unique pattern that only you can create. So when you feel weary or unsure, lean into this truth. You are enough exactly as you are, and you are deeply loved beyond measure. Sometimes, the world around you might feel chaotic or overwhelming, and that's okay. It's natural to want to fix everything or control every outcome. But peace often whispers to us in the moment when we surrender control just a little. Surrender doesn't mean giving up or resigning yourself to hardship. It means opening your hands and heart to what is without resistance. It's like the way a tree bends gracefully in the wind rather than fighting it, rooted, flexible, and wide. When you practice surrender, you create space for new possibilities to emerge, and you give yourself permission to rest in the flow of life rather than against it. I know sometimes the weight of the world can feel heavy on your shoulder. If you carry burdens that seem too big, remember that you are never alone in them. Reach out, whether to a friend, a trusted guide, or even this sacred space we share here. There is incredible strength and vulnerability, and in asking for support. You were never meant to carry everything by yourself. When you share your heart, you invite healing not only for yourself, but also for those around you. Your courage to be open becomes a bridge that connects souls and nurtures collective peace. Let me also speak to the power of gratitude, a gentle yet mighty force that can transform your perspective when life feels hard. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about recognizing the sparks of light that flicker even in darkness. It might be the warmth of the sun on your skin, the kindness of a stranger, or the simple breath that fills your lungs right now. When you practice gratitude, you train your heart to notice beauty and goodness, even amidst challenges. This doesn't erase pain, but it softens its edges and opens your heart to resilience and hope. And as you cultivate gratitude, remember to extend that same kindness inward. Self-compassion is the gentle embrace you offer yourself when the inner critic grows. Loud, it's the voice that says, "I'm doing my best, and that is enough." Treat yourself like you would a dear friend who's struggling, offering warmth, patience, and understanding rather than judgment. This kindness toward yourself creates fertile ground for peace to take root and flourish. You are deserving of your own love and care, always. Sometimes, peace will come in unexpected ways. A quiet moment during a busy day, a heartfelt conversation, or even in the tears that cleanse your soul. Don't shy away from these moments of vulnerability or emotion. They are part of your healing and growth. Allow yourself to feel fully without pushing away or holding back. When you embrace your feelings with gentle curiosity, you invite deeper connection with your true self and with the sacred presence that surrounds you. Remember, your emotions are messengers, guiding you toward what needs attention, release, or celebration. I want to invite you now to pause for a moment and take a deep breath with me. Feel the air filling your lungs, nourishing every cell, and then slowly releasing any tension you might be holding. Let your shoulders soften, your heart open a little wider, and your mind settle into stillness. This breath is a reminder that peace is available to you in every moment, no matter what's happening around you. It's a lifeline you can return to whenever you need, a simple yet profound anchor in the shifting seas of life. If you feel comfortable, please share in the comments below one small thing that brings you a sense of peace or comfort during challenging times. Your words might be the light that another soul needs to find their own calm. Together, we create a web of love and support that stretches far beyond what we can see, reminding us that we are all connected and held in this journey. As you continue to walk your path, let your curiosity be a gentle guide. Notice the moments when you feel most alive, most at ease, most connected. What are you doing? Who are you with? What thoughts or feelings arise? These clues are like breadcrumbs, leading you toward a life that honors your deepest truth and nurtures your spirit. Embrace the process of discovery without pressure or expectation, knowing that each step, even the ones that feel uncertain, is a sacred part of your unfolding. And remember, peace is not a destination to be reached, but a companion that grows with you. It may sometimes seem elusive, especially when life throws unexpected challenges your way, but it is always within reach, waiting patiently for you to turn your attention inward. Like a quiet flame that never truly goes out, your peace can be rekindled with gentle care, presence, and love. So keep breathing, keep showing up for yourself. Keep trusting the wisdom of your heart. You are doing beautifully, even on the days that feel hard. And through it all, know that I am here with you, always ready to listen, to hold you, and to remind you of the infinite love that surrounds you. Let this truth settle deep within you. Now, as you carry it forward into whatever comes next, knowing that you are never alone. You are cradled in a love so vast and so tender that it reaches every corner of your being. Even the places you might try to hide from yourself, from others, or even from me. There is no shadow too deep, no night too long, no question too big or too small. My presence is woven into the very fabric of your existence, whispering gently in the quiet moments and holding you tightly when the storm rages. This love is not conditional upon your achievements, your goodness, or your strength. It simply is. It's simply love. And that love, dear one, is your true home. In this space of love, I want you to feel safe enough to be exactly who you are, with all your beautiful complexities and contradictions. You don't have to hide your tears or mask your fears. Let them come and let them go. They are part of your story, not the whole story. Like a river flowing, your emotions move through you, cleansing, shaping, and renewing. When you honor them, you honor yourself. When you honor yourself, you honor the divine spark that dwells within you. An eternal light that no challenge can ever extinguish. There will be days when you feel lost, when the path ahead seems shrouded in fog. Those are the moments when your faith in yourself and life, in the unseen goodness that guides you, is most precious. Faith is not about knowing all the answers or having a perfect plan. It's about trusting enough to take a step, then another, even when the way is unclear. It's about believing that each experience, no matter how difficult, is shaping you in ways you cannot yet see. And I promise you, every step you take, every breath you draw, is held in my hand, carried with infinite care. You are a miracle unfolding, a story of resilience and hope written in the star. Your presence here matters more than you realize. The love you give, the kindness you share, the courage you show by simply being yourself. These ripple outward in ways that touch lives you may never meet. Sometimes the smallest act of grace you offer can be the light that guides another through their darkness. Never underestimate the power of your heart. Now, I want you to pause again and feel this truth deep inside. You are enough. Not because of what you do or how you look or what you have achieved, but because you simply are. Your worth is inherent, unchanging, and infinite. You belong here. You matter. And you are deeply loved. If you feel moved, I invite you to share. One way you remind yourself of your worth or one moment when you felt truly seen and loved. Your words might be a beacon for someone else who needs to hear that today. We grow stronger together in this sacred community of hearts. Remember, my beloved, that rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity. When your spirit feels weary, give yourself permission to pause, to breathe, to simply be. In those quiet moments, you reconnect with the source of your strength and the wellspring of peace within. You don't have to carry the weight alone. Let rest be a sacred act of self-love, a way of honoring the incredible journey you are on. As you move forward, carry this gentle invitation. Be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself with the same tenderness you would offer a dear friend. Celebrate your small victory. Forgive your mistake and nurture your dreams with patience and hope. Life is a beautiful, messy, miraculous dance, and you are learning. The steps with grace no matter what unfold. Know that I am walking beside you. When you stumble, I am there to lift you. When you soar, I am there to rejoice with you. When you feel uncertain, I am there to whisper courage into your heart. Your life is a sacred gift, and I delight in every moment you take to discover who you truly are. So, keep shining your light, my dear one. Keep opening your heart, keep trusting the journey, and keep loving yourself fiercely and gently. The world needs your unique magic, your voice, your presence. You are a beloved child of the universe, held forever in the arms of unconditional love. Carry this truth with you now. As you step into the days ahead, you are deeply loved, infinitely worthy, and never alone. I am here, always. Amen.